Hi YouTube viewers, today we are going to be making a coconut bread pudding, and it's going to be by using the French bread, or you can use Italian bread. Okay, and this is the bread that you use. Now I've already pre-cut pieces, but and I left one piece so that I could show you, but anyone can cut this. You just cut it into pieces there. Okay, so I have a whole bowl cut into pieces. The bread is cut into pieces, and remember, the bread should be at least 2 to 3 days old. It's preferable that way, okay? Because you want to have a firm texture on your bread pudding. So what you're going to do is you're going to use 3 eggs, okay? You're going to use a can of coconut milk. It's already cleaned over here. I usually have the habit of cleaning them. So you're going to use 1 whole can of coconut milk. Okay. You're going to melt a stick of butter in there. Okay. You're also going to add a can of carnation milk. Okay. So you have 1 can of carnation milk in here. You mix it as your Then you're going to use 3 measuring cups of milk, regular milk. Okay. Now you will mix this again, and you will add 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, you add your raisins. The raisins are optional, but they're part of the recipe, so your recipe should have that. It's not the taste of raisins, but that's part of the recipe, so you just mix them in there, but you don't have to add them. You don't have to. You're going to sprinkle some cinnamon powder in there. Okay. This I usually don't measure, but just sprinkle some, not too much, just to give it a little taste. Okay. And then you have your melted butter here, which you will pour into the mixture. Okay. And this is coming along. So you have your mixture here. Okay. You also butter your pan. Okay, you can use aluminum pans, and you can use a glass pan. I prefer using a glass pan because it rises and it looks nice and full when it's in there. So, and remember, there's a trick. Don't fill your pan up all the way to the top, because when this goes into the oven, remember, bread rises. So you want to leave some room for it to grow in there, okay, to expand, to rise. So you got your bread pudding there, okay. Now, I've already preset my oven for 350 for 1 hour, okay. And I'm going to put my bread pudding in here. And while that's being done, the sauce that goes on top, it's kind of like this vanilla sauce. So what I did was I melted half a stick of butter And I want you to come, closer so that you can take a good look. Okay, so I melted the butter here because I wanted to save time. And you're going to add half a cup, a measuring cup of regular sugar in there, okay? You're going to add half a cup of brown granulated sugar, okay, into the mixture. And you will also add half a measuring cup of heavy cream, okay? Okay, so this is the cream that goes on top of your bread pudding, but remember, once your bread pudding is out of the oven, that's when you add the cream to it, okay? And you're going to refrigerate the bread pudding for a few hours, at least 2 hours, before you can enjoy it, okay? The colder, the better. You're going also to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla into your mixture here, okay? So it's going to thicken a little bit as long as it's all dissolved in here, and then you have your sauce, and once the coconut bread pudding is out, you put all the sauce on top, you pour it on top, and you refrigerate your bread pudding, okay? So remember, I'm going to go over the ingredients one more time. To make the sauce, you will need half a cup of granulated sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, also half a cup of heavy cream, and a teaspoon of vanilla, okay? And this is what's in here. Now for the bread pudding, you're going to use the bread that I showed you before, which is, oops, I don't want the sun to, okay, so you're going to use this type of bread or Italian bread. You're going to use 3 cups of regular milk, 3 eggs, 1 can of carnation milk, 1 can of coconut milk, cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and the stick of butter. And that's what you're going to use in your mixture of bread, okay? So now to show you the finished product, I already had baked this, so I will show you what it looks like. This has already been refrigerated, so this is how it's going to look at the end, okay? So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it, okay? And thanks for watching.